Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the final series of Once as an Alumni student, where I've really been sharing my journey and lessons that I can draw out from my experience as a student of Jiangsu University. So in today's video, I wanted to look back and give advice to myself, give advice to somebody who's a student somewhere in whatever country you are in, what you can really take advantage of, or probably you are an adult in regret looking back like me, what I could have done better. So let's get into the video. The greatest advice I would have given to my younger self would be to be innovative. So many experiences are given to us, so many platforms are given to us. Leave a test of you. What can you do different that people will remember you for? What is it that you are going to birth? You're going to start new. I've been talking about being the founder of AEIS. But I just believe it wasn't all. I felt I just did one thing and I'm like, oh, I'm good. It's a legacy I've built. But innovation comes daily and we have to think of something different every single time. You achieve something, that's not it. There's really more potential in you that you can achieve. Education is your priority. That's something that I wish I taught myself, and I'm telling you today that education is our priority. Education is not just limiting on get that degree and leave. Education means acquiring as much information as you need about any particular thing. And that's one thing I would advise myself, being a university student. Education is my priority. To get that degree, work hard, and to learn something different. It's the reason why you've come to university actually. Beyond just getting a degree, what else can you learn? That should be your priority and you should be hungry for. Keeping healthy relationships. I wasted my years on certain relationships. Sorry, but it's absolute truth. And looking back, the amount of energy I used in those relationships could have been very productive into building up my own brand, into building my academics, into building a strategy for my future. That's really my biggest lesson or my biggest advice that I would tell a younger me watching this video. University can really waste your resources or be a useful place to build your resources. Your resources in terms of your personal strength, that's also a resource. And certain relationships don't save us no good. And looking back, I'll be like, choose the good and really invest in relationships that are going to build you. I don't just mean intimate relationships with friends as well. What is it that you are learning from that particular person? What is it that is going to serve your future? Another advice I would give to my younger self is living in the now is okay, but looking out into the future is very important. I was so consumed into living in the now, I need to graduate, not focusing much on life after graduation. What do I want to achieve after I graduate? My parents were literally planning life for me, but looking back, I would have loved to take more possession of my time, more possession of what I wanted to do while I was in university. I only started thinking about these things, I think, in my final year, but if I started from my first year, the experience would have been different. Take care of yourself. You only have one you. What you eat matters. What you eat matters. What you feed your brain does matter, beyond just what you physically eat. Taking care of yourself University is actually the best foundation for you to learn self-care, mental care, because you have to find a balance while you are in university such that it's applicable when you begin to work. So looking back, definitely to learn self-care and master self-care better. I would tell myself, Mwansa, you should learn to take care of yourself before you even look out for other people's needs. Two of my favorites: dream big. Most of us just feel, I'm a student, after school I have to work for someone. Truth is, I feel university is necessary for you to master the concept such that you can run your own company. You can partner with people, maybe even your fellow students, into starting up a company. Dream big. Dream beyond your course. Dream beyond what you know. Dream beyond and dare to dream. We are so limited as students because, when they give you the pocket money, that's it. If you run out, you are not going to have any money. But dream big. I challenge you to dream big. Beyond just your school, what is it that you're going to innovate after your university? I look back and that's the advice I want to give the younger me. Dream and dream big. Last but not the least, which would be my favorite actually, would be, I wish you start investment while you are young. If I started my investment journey after graduation, a year after I graduated. That's when I learned their bonds. That's when I learned about stocks. That's when I learned about Forex exchange, Forex trade, Bitcoin, all these platforms. If I had the opportunity to learn those things while I was a student, I tell you, it would be a different ball game at this time. I would have mastered all those investments, and the years it took me to do so, I would have really maximized taking the risk as a student. I don't have much responsibilities, therefore I use that to my advantage. I'm paid every single month for free. For being a child, you're paid every single month. I could have easily taken out a certain amount of money to take the risk and invest. The advice I'll give you as a student, you as a startup, you as an individual, as a business or in a career, you have to start your investments now. After watching this video, it's the very first thing that you have to take action on. Looking back to a younger me, Mwansa, you could have started early. Now that it's late, you have to start now. That's the advice I'll give my younger me. So these videos, like mentioned in the first part series, was just a reflection for us to look back together what my life was like, for me to document my journey, that I may have made so many mistakes. It's not what I wish I did that matters, but what I wish I would do after this video, what I'm going to do differently, how innovative I will be. And this platform is really for me to document this journey. In 10 years to come, I want to look back at these videos and say, I had this regret and this is what I corrected. So I challenge you today to write down your regrets. Look back 10 years. What could you have done differently? And look forward 10 years. What are you going to do about that? We are on a journey to building a generational legacy.